Hey Leo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross-watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, please keep in mind it is a general reading, Leo. It may or may not resonate, and you're welcome to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Leo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward my lovely lions when it comes to love. First message coming out today for Leo, we have got the Death card. Wow. So we're starting out with some pretty big energy today. Let's talk about what this represents. Now, the Death card, it's not about like a literal death. It's about something that is ending in our life, something that no longer serves us, something that we probably need to release, a tough cycle that's wrapping up, something that no longer serves us, being able to put it behind us. Now, the Death card is a very transformative energy, so it also represents a brand new beginning. So basically what this is saying, Leo, is that in your love life right now, it feels like there's going to be some sort of ending that is followed by a brand new beginning. So very curious. Let's see where this goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo right now. The Five of Wands, okay? So interesting. The Five of Wands is a card about conflict and competition. Now, we did talk about how the Death card was related to an ending. So the message that I'm actually getting here, Leo, is that somebody is going to feel conflicted about something that has ended. So let's talk about this in the context of a love reading. I mean, the most literal way that we can look at this is that a relationship ended. There was a breakup, there was a separation. But what I see with the Five of Wands is that somebody's feeling very conflicted about that. Maybe somebody's regretting the breakup. Maybe somebody's wishing that things could have been different. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo, and then the Seven of Cups. We are definitely going to have to dig into this today, guys, because the energy is suggesting confusion around a relationship that ended. So the Seven of Cups is a very confused energy. It's like, what do I want? What do we do moving forward? Where is this going? Where is this headed? Can we recover from this? So here's what I think, if you're resonating with the energy today. I think you've been in a tough spot with your person, and there's been either a separation or a breakup. Maybe you guys are taking some space from each other. Maybe you're taking some time apart right now, or maybe you're full on broken up. Now, the interesting thing is that even though things are messy, it's almost like somebody here is feeling conflicted. Like, is this right? Is this what I want? Did we make the right decision? Did I react in the moment? Did I make an impulsive decision? I'm getting very, very strong energy of somebody who's feeling very confused. And it's almost like maybe in the moment they're like, yeah, ending things is the right idea. But then after the fact, they're having a lot of regret and they're really questioning whether or not that was the right decision. So that's what I see in the overall energy. Here's what we're going to do for the rest of the reading. We got to look at this person, Leo, and we got to look at you to figure out what's going on. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling right now, what actions they could be taking. I'm going to look at the same thing for you, and then we're going to look at the outcome because I am very curious to see how this situation is going to play out between the two of you. So let's start by looking at the energy of this person who Leo is involved with, please. Okay? Eight of Pentacles as the first card coming out for your person. That is very, very telling, Leo. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the hard work. Maybe putting in the hard work to fix something, to repair something. So it almost feels to me like things may have ended between the two of you, and this first card for your person is suggesting that they could be coming back around because they want to put in the effort. Tell me more about this person's energy right now, the Queen of Cups. The reason they want to put in the effort is because they are still head over heels in love with you, Leo. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is overall the energy of a person who has a tremendous amount of love for us. And that's why I think there's this regret, right? Because if you guys broke up, but this person is still head over heels in love with you, then that's going to be a really tough position for them to be in. I would not be surprised, Leo, if you see this person taking some sort of action towards you to show you that they're willing to put in effort to try to fix things between the two of you. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy right now, the Five of Swords. This is a complicated and messy situation, you guys. Okay, So the Five of Swords, I've said this to you before, it's like drama, drama, drama. So what this tells me is that there could be some external stuff going on that's making the situation even more complicated. This card can represent gossiping energy, it can represent jealousy, it can represent people meddling in our relationship. I wonder, Leo, if part of the reason that you and this person are separated or no longer together has to do with some sort of external drama, right? Maybe somebody was, stirring the pot. Oh, hello, this is my little Fiona coming to say hi. Maybe somebody was, stirring the pot, causing drama, causing issues within your relationship. And so I'm going to tell you the message that's coming to mind, you guys. I know it's kind of specific, take it or leave it. But what I'm getting is like the message of somebody coming to you and telling you something, like gossiping energy, right? So somebody coming to you and being like, oh, I heard this. There you go, baby. I heard this about your person, right? So it's like they're basically telling you something and then you get all upset about it, but then you find out that maybe they exaggerated or they didn't tell you the truth or they were, kind of blowing something out of proportion when it comes to your person. So maybe you got some information, there you go, baby, about your person, but then you acted on it and later found out that that information was not entirely accurate. So there could be that, or it could be like, that's what your person did. So maybe your person got some information about you that they thought was true, and then they broke up with you, they made a decision based on that information, but then they later found out that that information was not accurate. That's the energy I'm getting. Let me know if that connects. Tell me what this person could be feeling right now, please. The Four of Swords. I think they're doing a lot of soul searching, Leo. I think they're definitely thinking about what happened, and as we already talked about, having regret. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. Three of Wands. They're still dreaming of a future. It's not over for them, Leo, in terms of what I see here for their energy, okay? You might not be with them, but it's not over for them. They're still dreaming of a future between the two of you. Tell me more, please, about what they could be feeling. The Knight of Swords. I think they're going to be coming towards you, Leo. I think you're going to be getting some sort of outreach or communication from this person. And I think it's going to be coming in quicker maybe than you expected. Maybe you never really even thought you'd hear from this person again, or you never expected them to make the first move. I think that they're working up the courage to approach you, and I think they're going to come in and they're going to try to very clearly and directly explain. Tell me what actions they could be taking right now, please. Eight of Wands, yeah. We're getting a lot of fast-paced energy here, Leo, with the Knight of Swords and with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is also a card that indicates communication coming in, somebody saying something to us. There's a real sense of urgency that I'm getting in your person's energy. It's like they've realized they don't want to lose you, Leo, and now there's all this very urgent energy of them feeling like they need to come towards you and say something very important that's been on their heart and been on their mind. So the energy is definitely suggesting you could be hearing from them soon. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. The Two of Swords, okay? So Two of Swords is being stuck at a crossroads. To me, that kind of represents what's going on with you and this person. You're at a crossroads in this connection. Things are messy. I think your person's trying to come in and be like, how do we get unstuck? What questions do you have? Let's communicate. Let's talk about this. Because I feel that your person is just in this place right now where they're like, I don't even know what to do without Leo. I think they're feeling stuck as well. It's like they do not like what has happened between the two of you, and they do not like being stuck in this energy where the two of you are separated. So they're going to find a way to try to move past that. Tell me what other actions they could be taking. And then the Four of Pentacles, they're not letting you go, Leo, okay? They're holding on to you. They're holding on to the connection. So this is definitely interesting because maybe you guys broke up and you thought it was over. But when I look at everything that we've got here for your person's energy, they have not let go of you, Leo. They have not released the connection. They are very much still holding on to hope, holding on to hope that things could be different. And not only are they kind of sitting back and hoping, the thing that I do see in their energy is, them taking action. Right? So that's kind of a good thing because sometimes when I do these readings, it's like, yeah, we can see that the person still loves you, but we also see that they're stuck and they're not doing anything about it. That's not what I see today. I actually feel like your person has a level of motivation here where they're like, I got to talk to Leo and I got to talk to Leo quickly because they miss you and they love you, right? Very interesting. So let's look at you. Tell me about Leo's energy right now, please. First card coming out is the Knight of Cups. I mean, I think this is just indicating that you still love them as well. It's a very loving energy. It's very romantic. I think you've still got those loving romantic feelings for your person. Tell me more about Leo's energy right now. The Eight of Cups, okay. What came to mind immediately, I'm gonna tell you, because sometimes things pop into my head when I pull a card, wondering if walking away was the right decision. That's what I think is going on for you, Leo, with that Eight of Cups, where you're like wondering, was that the right call? Did we make the right decision? Was that the right choice? So here you are also thinking things over, right? And wondering, was that right? Tell me more about Leo's energy, please. The Ace of Pentacles, okay? So Ace of Pentacles is about a brand new beginning. Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, with an energy like this, it kind of feels like you want a fresh start. Now, I don't think you want to go back into the relationship the way it was before. Obviously, something happened. I always say this to you, Leo, like, if you are not with this person, if you guys broke up, it is because something happened. I know that, right? So something obviously went down between the two of you, but I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is representing your desire for a fresh start. Not to go back to the relationship the way it was before, not to go back to the problems from before, but a fresh start to do it right and to move past those issues and to have a second chance together. So I'm actually getting the vibe that it's not over for either of you. Tell me what Leo could be feeling right now, please. The Two of Pentacles, okay? Yeah. So your person had the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Pentacles. I think both of you are kind of in this weird space right now where I honestly feel both of you are questioning what happened. This is one of those situations where maybe things blew up in the moment you guys broke up, and then after a couple of days when you had time and space, both of you were like, what happened? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Was that actually the right decision? I keep getting somebody, either you and or your person, questioning themselves and being like, was that the right decision? You know, because sometimes after we cool down, the heightened emotions pass, we can start to look at something more clearly and we can start to be like, was that actually the right call? Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling. Wow, Two of Cups, you guys. I mean, this is basically saying that you do feel that this is like a soulmate connection. Not everybody likes the term soulmate, but like this card represents a very strong connection between two people. And so even though it might be over right now, obviously you still feel like there is something significant between the two of you, right? And that's why it's like they're still in love with you, you're still in love with them, you guys have this amazing connection, but it's like shit just went down between the two of you and you broke up. I really do think it was related, you know, to that Five of Swords. Like a situation kind of got out of control because other people were meddling. And maybe the two of you lost sight of your connection and lost sight of your relationship and let all that external noise interfere with your connection. And now both of you are regretting it. Tell me what else Leo could be feeling right now, please. Ace of Wands, okay? I mean, I've pulled 6 cards for your energy and we've got 2 aces. So strong energy here is suggesting that you're hoping for a fresh start. You're hoping to bring the passion and the chemistry and the connection back between the two of you. Let's see what actions Leo could be taking right now. Strength. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot, you guys. So strength is your card, first of all, okay? And I'm getting a bunch of stuff. So first things first is like the strength card to me indicates that you still have very strong feelings for this person, as we've been talking about. It does not appear to be over for you or for them. Both of you guys still have very strong feelings. Now, the other really interesting thing is that the strength card can indicate a relationship that has been tested. It can indicate a relationship where, you know, shit went sideways, things fell apart. But the thing is, when the strength card shows up in a reading like this, it does suggest that whatever the circumstances are, they have the potential to make the relationship stronger. Like this could be one of those situations where it could either break you apart or you guys figure out how to work through it and you come together even stronger and more united than you were before, right? And so I think what you're doing here, because this is showing up in your actions, you're taking the approach of like, what can I do to strengthen our connection? Can we come out of this stronger than before? And what steps do we need to take to get there? Tell me more about what actions Leo could be taking. Your energy is kind of insane today, you guys. Let's take a look at this. there is just like aces all over the place for you in this reading. There's 4 aces in a tarot deck. 3 of them have come out in this reading, and not just in this reading, Leo, but specifically within your energy for this reading today, okay? So when I look at this, Leo, it's very interesting because this is all about new beginnings, a fresh start. And given everything else that we've seen within the energy, I really do think that this is strongly indicating that you do desire the potential for a fresh start between you and this person. Now, the beautiful thing is that I just pulled the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is like an aha moment, a breakthrough moment. So I think for you personally, Leo, you have also had some sort of significant realization, right? So you may be looking at this now and being like, yeah, I think we made a mistake. I don't think we made the right choice. I think that there's still something here. And then the beautiful thing, because this is showing up in your actions, I feel like you're going to take this epiphany that you've had and you're going to talk to your person, because the Ace of Swords is about that communication. Now, I feel there's going to be a really important conversation that happens between the two of you. It might not be an easy conversation because the Ace of Swords is not like fluffy energy. It's a very clear, direct energy, and sometimes it can indicate saying the hard things and speaking the hard truth. But I kind of feel like that's what you guys need to do to move forward. In order for there to be a potential resolution here, I think you guys are just going to have to be really open and honest with each other. Get all that shit out in the open and then see where it lands. Tell me more about what actions Leo could be taking right now, please. The Fool. It's kind of insane how much new energy is showing up for you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. This is interesting. I mean, as far as I can see, you're like, I still want to take a leap of faith on our relationship. I still want to give it a chance, right? Let's have a new beginning. We've seen that energy like infinitely for you today, Leo. And this is one of those interesting situations where I think both of you are still in love with each other, you know, and there's something to be said for that. If both of you are still in love with each other, like I think there could be a chance here, right? Versus a situation where somebody's still obsessed with somebody, but the other person is not. Like that's a lot tougher to navigate. But I think you're dealing with a situation where, yeah, things really blew up between the two of you. It didn't work out, but I don't think it's over for either of you. That's what I'm seeing. So moment of truth here, Leo. Let's see what the potential outcome is within this situation, please. Page of Swords. Starting to communicate, starting to talk again. Tell me more about what the potential outcome is. Oh, King of Swords, keeping the communication going. So Page of Swords can be that energy of kind of like testing the waters. So maybe the communication starts out with you guys kind of testing the waters a little bit, and then the communication picks up tremendously with that King of Swords, and you guys really start getting those, you know, issues out in the open. You start talking about it. Tell me more, please, about the potential outcome here. And then the 5 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. There's going to be a lot of communication between the two of you. And how you move forward is going to be dependent on how you resolve the issues. Obviously, I think that's a very, you know, straightforward thing to say. The 5 of Cups is like, look, you guys, there have been disappointments because shit has gone down between the two of you, okay? You're probably disappointed in them over what happened, and likewise, right? So it's like, you guys need to talk about this. You cannot brush it under the rug. The 5 of Cups is like, you gotta get in there. You gotta deal with the issues. That's gonna need to be talked about. And that was what I was saying a few moments ago with the Ace of Swords, where I'm like, I'm not saying these are gonna be easy conversations. I think they need to be honest and direct conversations. You know, your person might say things to you that you don't love hearing, and vice versa. But I think you guys need to get it out in the open, because I do think you have a chance here to start over, very strongly actually, because I don't think it's over for either of you. But in order for the greatest chance of success to happen, in order for you guys to start over and have things be successful between the two of you, you're gonna have to talk about the disappointments, the issues, everything that happened. It is interesting that this is the 5 of Cups, because remember, I was saying earlier, like, I think this 5 of Swords is what caused you guys problems, right? So it's like, whatever is connected to that 5 energy, you got to deal with it. I am not an expert in numerology. That is not my area of expertise. Do you guys know what 5s are? If you happen to know, like, what is the energy of the 5s, right? I'm just thinking, like, it's not my area of expertise, but the 5s, you know, within the tarot tend to indicate more of a struggling type of energy. And so I think that there is this recognition here that there is this struggle, and then those two swords energies are like, this is you guys communicating about it. Now, the cool thing with the Five of Cups, which we've talked about before, is that the Five of Cups can also represent a shift in perspective, right? Because Three of the Cups are spilled. This is like all the issues and problems you guys had. And then the Two of the Cups are upright. So it's like, you guys can shift this situation. You can move from disappointment and heartbreak to love and happiness. The way that you get there is communicating clearly about what has happened so that you can resolve those issues and move forward. So that's what I see for you today. Very interesting energy, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, check out my Etsy shop. And of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.